first time. That'd be rude. Catch mid-sentence. He's done that.
We're live.
Hey.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
How's it going?
We have a special guest on stream tonight. Jeremy's here with us.
Hello.
We wanted to bring Jeremy on because he has recently been on a bit of a tear playing Katsu. We both top-8'd the Pro Quest that happened last weekend. I think we both lost in top 4, right?
I lost in top 8.
You lost in top 8, okay.
Yeah.
I lost in top 4. And then, what was it, a week ago? We also both played at GU.
Yep.
You got 9th?
Got 9.
I think I barely made it in at 8th, if I remember correctly.
What's up, Riku?
Hey, Riku, haven't seen you in a while.
Hey.
But I would say most impressive is that you top-8'd the Battle-Hardened Milwaukee.
I did.
That was pretty cool.
13 players?
I thought it was like 120,
I
130.
think it was at least over 110.
Yeah.
Yeah, still kind of in disbelief about that. I don't know how that happened. I just... Yeah.
I mean, clearly it's consistency, right? Like,
it's weird using consistency and Katsu in the same sentence. But also at the same time it's not, because like you're tutoring every turn. So
yeah, that's fair.
Well, let's watched one game that, like, I was able to be done early when Ronan killed me turn 2, blah blah blah, and I was able to watch you play once. The amount of times that you Katsu trigger and shuffle your deck is insane.
I got these sleeves the week before the Battle Hardened.
Yeah.
And
They're just toast.
I mean, they're holding up pretty well. Shout out to Ultimate Guard.
Katanas.
Katanas, okay.
But like it's also just the amount of hand sanitizer that I use just
keeps
constantly oozing out of my pores.
Yeah.
But like they're holding up pretty well, but they're definitely getting a little grimy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. How'd you do, Riku? Yeah, so I figured we could just kind of talk about the decks a little bit, and then we can get into some gameplay.
Sure.
I threw this deck together at 11 o'clock the night before the Pro Quest.
While you're going through that, should I sort through this?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I mean, I can.
Yeah.
If you want to.
You don't have to necessarily go into like specific card choices if you don't want to. There is links for deck lists in the description if anyone wants to check it out. But if there's anything that you want to talk about in the list, like certain play lines, then you're more than welcome to.
Okay.
So yeah, I threw this together the night before. I was originally planning on bringing Icelander, but then like a few days leading up to it, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
It has such a rough Icelander matchup, and then the Dromai matchup is like a coin flip on, like, do they see Thamai? And if they do, did you have the card in hand to remove it? So like, I just didn't want to play that.
And we knew there was going to be like 3 possibly more Icelanders at Valhalla.
So
Icelander or Dromai?
Icelander. And Dromai. Dromai we knew was going to be a heavy meta for Dromai.
So I threw this together because I wanted to beat Lexi's. And there ended up only being 1. But the idea was I would be able to fatigue them very well bringing this list. So it's a little weird. So like I'm not running Tectonic Plating at all. I'm only running the Tunic. And then instead of the Iron Rot Boots, I'm running Iron Hide. And that's because I'm running Rampart instead of the Steel Parade Buckler. So I want to be pitching a lot. I'm going to have extras, so I want things to use. I'm also running cards like Oasis Respite. And then I'm running things like Brothers in Arms as well. And then, again, the idea is just like cover up all their on-hits, run them out of cards, and then, beat every Lexi in the room. I didn't end up playing any Lexis, so
you didn't end up playing the one Lexi.
My plan didn't quite work, but I did manage to make top 8. I went 3-2 in Swiss. I started out 2-0. I ended up beating you, round 1. I don't know if you realized that I was like full fatigue when we started.
I didn't.
I think you realized like halfway through.
No. I realized when you first flipped the Rampart down. Unfortunately, the deck that I'm playing currently, or played that
fatigue package.
I took my Bravo package out because there's so little Bravos running around at Valhalla, and when they are there, they usually, and no offense to most Bravo players, but there's not a lot that know how to play properly against Viscerai.
Yeah.
They go into mental aggro, must throw spinals and cripplings only, and they don't know that if you just block out the mobs and then wait for that perfect crippling, that's how you win that game. So when you flip that down, I was like, all right, cool, this is going to be one of the worst games I have to play all day.
It felt pretty good.
Yeah.
I wasn't...
Turn 0...
I don't feel like I was too stressed. I think, Turn 0
Turn 0
spinal
dominated. It just, out of the gate, it just bad.
Round 2, I played against Josh. He was on Missouri.
Yep.
That was a very close one, though. But I ended up taking it. Round 3, I played Alex on Bolton, and I almost fatigued him. He had 1 card left. No cards in deck, no cards in pitch. He was holding 1 card, and he had an attack coming in, and his last card was a beacon, which he had just enough soul to deal 1 damage to me. So he beat me with his last card,
yep.
1 damage.
Literally, yeah.
And there was a turn on like turn 3 of the game where I used a staunch on a Raiden, and then the next attack that he played was a Celestial Cataclysm. So if I had just waited and put it there, I have more
how
life.
Do you know that?
You don't, but yeah, I was impatient using my staunch. So I ended up 2-1, beat Ronan to go 3-1.
There you go.
And then I actually played against you, round 5, which at that point you were 4-0. I believe you were the only undefeated at that point.
Yes.
I lost terribly, and you went 5-0.
You went 5-0?
5-0 in Swiss.
I didn't realize that.
Yep.
I thought you ended 4-1.
Yeah.
There you go.
Top 8, I ended up playing a Dromai as my first top 8 match. And I think he's newer on Dromai. Oliver, right?
I think Oliver,
he's been playing it a little bit.
He's been playing random decks, trying to find a home.
I have a lot of experience into Dromai as a Guardian, and I think that helped. And it seemed like that was a newer matchup for him that maybe he hadn't played before, or played very little of. So I ended up winning that one. Just the deck is like all poppers. Like I could put on a lot of pressure. And then in top 4, I played Dakota, who won the event. He was also playing Katsu. I hate that matchup. It is hard, and we're going to be playing it, so it's fun. It's very difficult. Katsu can just go so wide.
That you think that, and when I asked you, you're like, "Oh yeah, it's a bad matchup for me." So yeah, I know. It's one of those like, if you see the right cards at the right time.
I think it's really on me as the Bravo to be able to chain the big attacks.
Yeah.
And if I can do that, it's hard for you to block them. It's going to strip cards from your hand. It's potentially going to stop you from attacking multiple times. But if there's ever a turn that I stumble, you can just do like 20 plus damage out of nowhere.
Yep.
It's very rough.
The other thing I'll say is if it is a more like, so that Bravo, when Bravo does aggressive Bravo things, that can be very disruptive for Katsu. The other thing is if Bravo is going a more fatigue-y route, I think this list is very capable of beating fatigue. I think that's something that I personally am not super great at this point, which I can get into a little bit after. But
I don't think that Bravo can fatigue Katsu as easily as Oldham was able to.
Yeah.
Like without Crown of Seeds, the Kodachis, I think they just bleed through too much damage. But how did the event go for you?
So as you mentioned, Swiss went as well as it could have gone, and it was had a lot of fun, played a lot of great games. So round 1, I played against Bryce. He was on Icelander. And I just high rolled. That's really what it comes down to. I think I had like the first 2 turns of the game, like he just like didn't have significant disruption. I just had like natural like full combo line, and just got him on the back foot right away. And after that I played Drew. He was on Dromai, so I played Bryce Lander and Dromai, and that was a crazy game. He took a bunch of damage to set up a tonal tie on like turn 2, He got my Mask of Momentum, but I think he just took a little too much damage in order to do that, and I was able to close the game out from there. Round 3, played against Oliver, also on Dromai.
Yeah.
And I don't think he got the Tomal tie, and that's, pretty key in that matchup. A lot of people are saying that now the Dromai matchup is not super Katsu favored, and I think that may be true, but that's for the best of the best, the Maras and the Yuhas, the top tier Dromai players. Not saying that anyone is not a good player, but it's a very
skill intensive.
The skill ceiling for that matchup is very high. Round 4, I played against Alex on Bolton, and we were sort of just having fun with it because we were both 3-0 at that point. So we're like, all right, 5 rounds, we're both, our tiebreakers are
essentially locked at that point.
We're basically locked at that point. And it was a really close game. The only reason I got it was because I took a super greedy play line where I forget what it was, but I wanted something to hit. Maybe it was a surging. And he blocked it out +1. And I played the Art of War anyway. And at this point, I had already discarded 2 Ancestrals. So I'm like, I've got half my deck left. If in the top 2 cards I draw an Ancestral, that'll be cool. And somehow I did.
Nice.
And that was that basically decided the game on the spot. I should not have won that game. And then round 5, played against you. And
it was rough.
Yeah, I just was able to sort of get on the front foot and really never give you a chance to claw back.
Did Alex make top 8 too?
He did, but he ended up losing in the first round. He played the Phi that I think he lost to get in the top 8. They automatically...
That Phi, he was the finalist Phi.
He was the finalist.
Yes, okay. Yep. Sorry, I was like, wait a minute, Alex was 3-0. I don't remember seeing him in the finals, but or not in the finals, but my bad.
Yep, and then for top 8, I played against Nate.
Talishar
Nate. Nate Talishar. And he, unsurprisingly, brought a very fatiguey deck. I believe he calls it Decimator Dash.
Yeah.
It's very spicy, it's a Nate deck.
I didn't actually see it in action. Is it basically kind of Tree Froggy?
It's kind of.
Are you running Synchpolos and Fates and stuff?
Yeah, it's very defensive. It doesn't rely. It can't be Tree Frog because it doesn't run Springboard Somersaults.
Sure.
But it's very defensive, and then just tries to send good value back when it can with a Big Bertha.
I saw him send a Big Bertha red at you, and I was like, that's weird.
Yep. So it was a very close game. Ended up just barely getting fatigued. But yeah.
Yeah, I think I caught the tail end of that game, and you were kadaching him for a couple turns before you lost all your cards, and he ended up going down to 2 or 3.
He was at 2. I think we were both at 2.
And then he sent the Big Bertha at you, and I think it caused you to block with the last 2 cards that you had.
You had one last card. I remember one last card being able to pitch, and
So definitely close.
Yeah, it was a very close game, very good game.
Nice.
And yeah.
How'd you do at the Battle
Battle Hardened, I went. What was it?
You don't have to get too specific as far as
5-1, 6-1.
Was it 6 or 7
rounds? 7 rounds. No, it was 6.
Did you go X1?
Yeah, I went X1. And then in the top 8, played against the Bravo that I actually lost to in, I think it was round 4.
Okay.
Again, very close game. Very messy game on my part. That was a fun judge call.
Did you beat him in top 8?
I did.
Okay.
And then in top 4, my streak of dodging Lexi all day finally ended, and I played against Evan, who was...
Evan, didn't he top 8?
He was...
Was it Worlds?
No, he was the runner-up at Nationals this year.
Nats, that's what it was.
Which
Okay.
I did not realize going into that game, and honestly, I'm glad I didn't know at the time, because that would have
Put you on edge?
totally thrown me off.
Yeah, he's younger, right? He's,
I think so, yeah.
I think he's like 19 or something.
He's Brody, Lucas, age.
Yeah.
A little older
Little
than
older,
those,
yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, very, very good player, very good Lexi player, and Lexi is not the easiest matchup. It's winnable, but I think a lot has to go right for the
I
Katsu.
think a lot of people feel that way about their Lexi matchup right now. Like it's
Fair.
It's not
What Lexi
good.
matchup?
5 more days.
But if you do things correctly, then maybe, yeah. I'm sure
more
everyone
days.
just can't wait for her to go
More
away.
days.
Yeah.
Luckily, there's no more pro
I'm
quests
not
that we
getting
have
into
to.
that. I'm getting into it.
All right, well, let's get into some gameplay.
Yeah.
So again, deck lists are in the description. Your deck, I believe, was designed by someone in the Purple Discord.
Yes, Eisen in the Purple Discord.
Yeah, I have his name and
his name
his
is
tag
Ted. Yeah.
in the description.
So shout out to Ted, aka Eisen.
It's been working pretty well for you.
It's been working great for me.
Have you made any changes since Battle Hardened, or just
No.
Just
Same deck.
No, it's the same list. My sideboard plan is very, very slightly different.
Okay.
Like into Bravo, I take the lazy route and just kind of throw everything in. And then
Just
against
combat fatigue.
and then against Icelander, I believe Ted plays double strikes. I prefer E-Strike in that matchup.
Okay.
I think, I get the appeal of double strike as just like, when you are able to send it, it really helps you send it, gives you 2 opportunities for Katsu triggers. For me, I find that on the turns where I am able to push through Icelander's Disruption, that's enough as is, and I'd rather have these as insurance for turns where I can't do anything else.
Okay. The deck list, I'm going to have to post that a little bit later, maybe before the stream ends for Vincet.
Yeah.
Chris is actually working on his deck right now.
So what happened is I built the list, I got it all set up for an armory, right? And I went to save it, and I think I deleted it by mistake when I was printing the match board sides. And I went home and I'm like, oh, I've got it up still on my my screen, and no, it's gone. So I've got the deck built. I'm going to put it into February right now.
Yeah. So
sorry, Gavin.
we should have that uploaded hopefully before the stream ends. So for sideboarding, I have a bunch of like defense reaction type stuff in my sideboard. I don't want to try to fatigue you. I think I want to just try to rush you down. So like I cut the staunches, I cut the oases, I cut the fates. I left the sinks in just because there are some things that I'm going to want to try to stop you from doing.
Welcome to the stream, Jess.
And then I also cut the zealous beltings just because they blocked you.
Is J Turbo Jess?
That's Jess.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hi, Jess.
that's Jess.
She's in Michigan right now. She's playing all the Michigan players.
Fun.
Oh man, she's having a bad time, eh?
I don't know. Jess, did you actually go to the armory, or did you check
Did
it
she
out?
go to an army?
She was going to tonight.
Where?
Oh,
where
well,
in
she's
Michigan?
watching us, so she took it down.
Or we can talk about that off stream.
No, it's
Okay.
fine. She's coming back tomorrow. I
Okay.
think she's in Ann Arbor.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
I went to school in Ann Arbor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's some work conventions going on over there that she had to go to. And then she found a card shop that does armories on Wednesdays, so she took her Azalea deck with her.
Nice. Is that upkeep?
I don't know. I don't think I actually got the name of the store.
$100 is she chickened out.
I'm willing to bet she chickened out.
That's a typical Jess move.
Jess move is just like, I'm gonna do this, and then last second be like,
I don't want.
She was pre-registered for 2 Pro Quests.
Yeah, where was she Sunday?
She went to 0.
Where was she? By the way, how was Moxie doing after that event?
Oh, she's okay.
She's good?
Yeah. So Jess was going to go to Valhalla, but the night before, no, she chickened out. Oh no, I didn't chicken out. I ended up going to a reception for the conference. Oh, okay. And yes, upkeep.
Nice.
So the night before Valhalla, we were doing something on Sunday. I think we went to go play board games with James. And when we came home, we found one of my slippers, and the entire bottom sole of the slipper was gone. The rubber sole. And she ate it. So she had a bunch of rubber in her stomach, and we were just like, she's gonna either pass it from one end or pass it through the other. So we were just keeping an eye on her, and then she ended up throwing up like 3 times in the middle of the night. Big chunks of rubber. But she decided to stay home with her on Sunday, just like we don't want her throwing up on the carpet and stuff, you know. So she's doing good now. I think she got all of that out of her system.
That's good.
It's a good excuse, Jess.
The other one, the GU one.
No, I'm saying for tonight.
There's no excuse there.
So my sideboard plan for Bravo, like I said, I'm sort of taking the lazy route and just throwing everything in there, except for Energy Potion, which I would just not want to see in this matchup.
That's fair.
So I've got 3 sinks in there.
Reinforces?
So the only defense specific card that I run in the list is Sink Below. So no Flick Flax, no Reinforces.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just we really want to be aggressive, and I was thinking it. I wasn't. Aggressive. Thank you, Chris.
You're cheerleader tonight. Don't you worry.
So yeah, just we want to be aggressive, take the big turns when we can, but also just have some stuff in there like like E-strikes for those off turns.
Okay, sounds good. Do you want even or odd?
I'll take even.
Take your mom.
I
Thanks,
will
Chris. go first. She's probably watching.
You send her the link?
I did.
Congrats, by the way, Riku. That's a pretty good
poll.
poll.
I want it.
Okay, and then congrats to your brother too. I saw that you posted earlier that you said he won the Pro Quest.
Nice.
What did he get as a gold foil? I don't know if you posted that. I might have missed it. I'm gonna start by taking up two.
So, side note, how much did you cry after GU? Or Valhalla?
Oh, after Dakota got the breaking scales? A lot. A lot. No, I'm
It's really fun watching people open stuff that they're actually going to play. Keep play, rather than just sell.
Okay, so this hand...
Well, yeah, because when it happened to you, you got the card.
I got lucky.
This hand is very garbage.
You got Anathos.
Ooh.
Oh, Anathos. Nice.
Very nice.
You guys should just send that my way. That would be great.
Reverse Patreon.
Okay, so a bunch of blues. I could just present some dominated damage here, which I think I'm probably going to do because none of these are good in Arsenal. So we're going to activate Bravo and then dominate a Thunderquake for 8.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see here. I guess we'll block 3, take 5.
I have life totals here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, not worth spending armor on this.
Right.
It's a very precious resource for Katsu.
Alright, and then I'm just going to be passing back.
Another thing worth noting, I am playing Tunic in this matchup.
Okay.
Normally I'm playing Heart and Cross Strap.
Oh, you're playing with Crossroads.
Yeah.
Nice.
This and Icelander and maybe Azuri. I would have to check my matchup.
Yeah, I guess
notes.
Crossroads makes sense if you're trying to just be like full aggressive.
Yeah.
Because it's 2 free resources whenever you want it.
Yeah, it's great. You just a free surging strike, or like sometimes you don't need it and you have this crazy turn, and then you can just be like surprise CNC.
And if you free surging, everything else after that is free, right?
Pretty
all
much,
of the
yeah.
follow up attacks.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Alright, so this hand isn't particularly crazy. I think we're just gonna sort of see what we can do here. So we'll Kadachi for 1.
These are annoying, but I can't really afford to waste full cards on them, so I'm going to take the first one for sure.
Okay. Kadachi for 1.
I think I'm going to take this one too.
Okay. And then we'll come in with a Descendant Gust Wave for 3.
I don't want you to go crazy this turn, so I'm willing to put 2 cards in front of this, and you shouldn't be able to buff past that. Unless you have like a Razor.
Sounds good. Yeah, so no reactions for me.
Okay.
Might as well play this out. Just send 100 wins for 2.
Okay. I'm okay with just arsenaling and passing my turn, so I'm gonna put my last blue in front of this.
Alright. And then I will Arsenal pass.
Okay. Yeah, this hand didn't really threaten much of anything. I want to put this in Arsenal, so we're just gonna tuck that away.
Let's see what we got here.
Just getting nothing burger hands over here.
We'll take Tunic up to 2.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I think we're gonna probably do something pretty similar to last turn. I'll take 1.
Okay. Dachi.
Take 1.
Alright. I think we're also going to do something pretty similar to last turn.
Okay.
One of the fun things about this deck is that there's a surprising amount of consistency.
Redundant cards.
A lot of redundant cards, and like yellow gust waves are like basically as good as the red ones,
right.
because
Breakpoints.
they're still basically demanding a 1-card block or armor, which you're happy to chip away at. But you've also got like Descendant is great because it's a starter as well as combo piece.
It also uses your blue pitch efficiently.
Yes, it does.
Which is nice.
So 6 block there. Coming with the bonds for 3.
I'm just gonna block this one for 3.
And I'm deciding off the bonds.
Sure.
I'm gonna banish 100 wins to grab a red 100 wins.
Okay. Still gonna keep my block on all 3.
Alright. So on that, I will Ancestral.
Okay.
Did you want to cut?
You're good.
Alright. Draw off Ancestral.
So I'll take 1 here.
Alright.
You use your Katsu ability.
I am going to use my Katsu ability. So we'll discard a Dishonor.
Okay.
Could play that out this turn, but this is more fun. That's one of the things that I like about Katsu is just doing like the greedy dumb thing is oftentimes just correct. I've tried Bravo and doing the Michael Hamilton Galaxy Brain math stuff, just not my speed. So this I just
want to go wide.
Play a bunch of cards and it works out.
You're good.
Alright. So we'll send 100 wins for 3.
No blocks on that one.
Alright. And then Winds of Eternity for 4.
This one I will block for 5.
Yep. Arsenal pass.
Okay. And I'm just going to be taking up Tunic and passing back.
Alright.
Trying to find a hand that will give me an opening.
I think I may have just found a hand that'll give you an opening.
I think I also found a hand that will give me an opening.
I'll take up Tunic. Thanks, Chris.
I'm gonna catch you. Trying.
Interesting. This is a very weird hand. We'll come in with 100 wins for 3.
I'm gonna say no blocks here.
Okay. So thinking on the Katsu trigger here.
Okay.
I could. Okay, so I can do some stuff here. I will take the Katsu trigger and we'll discard an E-strike.
Okay.
And grab Descendant. And then we'll use the Tunic resource to send the Descendant.
It's coming in for 3, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna use my Tunic resource and I'm gonna block this for 3.
Sounds good. We'll come in with the bonds.
Okay.
Banishing Descendant to get a Descendant. So I am kind of burning through those pretty quickly, which isn't great. Already down to my yellows.
And that goes to banish, right? It doesn't go to hand?
Correct.
So we're not going to be able to set it up for Arsenal. That's interesting. What?
Yeah, so here I'm being a little greedy, as I am prone to doing.
I'm going to say no blocks on the bonds. I'll take 4.
Okay.
I want to try to block later and disrupt mask triggers.
And here's where it gets really greedy. I'm actually going to pitch the Sink, come in with the Descendant.
No blocks here. Reactions?
None for me.
I'll sample this.
Yep. Got another bonds.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah. So we don't have Surging Strike to make Dishonor turn off your hero ability, but I think
Still be 4.
yeah, just sending it for 4 is plenty good here.
Okay. I'm going to take the 4 off of this bonds. And then if you're playing the Dishonor, I will also take 4.
All right.
Oh, kind of gross.
I'm terrified of what you're about to send back at me.
It's probably not good enough, but I feel like I need to start making things happen.
All right.
These.
Hi, puppies.
On my turn, I'm going to take up Tunic. We will activate Bravo and then dominate a Starstruck.
Whew.
It's good, but is it good enough?
So I can only play attacks with greater than the amount dealt?
Yeah, so if it does at least 4 to you,
Yeah.
you can only play attacks that have greater than however much you took.
So I could give you literally everything here, but that seems terrible.
I'd be okay with taking the mask.
I think if we're not going to be able to cover this up either way, there's not much of a point in giving armor here. So we'll block with a whelming.
No reactions. Take 7.
Yep.
Alright, so then you can only play things that have 8 or more attack. And then I will pass to you.
So take up Tunic. Fun thing about only being able to play things that have 8 or more attack, I don't have any of those. So, can I attack with weapons?
You cannot.
I cannot.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're just going to Arsenal pass.
Okay. I will tick up Tunic. The hand that I drew into is very terrible.
Love to hear it.
Really wanted to keep up my pressure. Let's see.
Hi, puppies.
So I'm definitely playing this. It's just a matter of which card I want to keep in my arsenal. This is the more defensive option. So this is the more defensive option. This is the option that is a little more hopeful to try to, again, find a turn to stay back in the game. I guess it's just a matter of, am I expecting you to block this? So if you're going to block this, then it's better to have this in arsenal. I think I need to play just slightly more greedy to get back in, so I'm going to go for arsenal with this one. So we're going to play a Command and Conquer.
Well, it's a pretty good CNC. Yeah, I think we've got a bunch of 2 blocks, and we'll just take 6.
Okay.
And lose an Artivore.
Ooh, that's a good hit. That's a very
Yeah.
good hit.
Yes.
Alright.
Artivore is a card that has very much grown on me in this list. I was not sold on it at first, but it's real good.
So many words, guys.
Back to you when you're ready.
Send a Surging Strike for 5.
I'm going to put Crown and Crippling in front of this.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Crown trigger, get rid of this card. Block for 5.
Alright. And then we'll send Descendant for 4.
How many Dishonors have we gone through so far?
I've got 1 in Banish, 1 in Graveyard, I believe. Yep, 1 in Banish, 1 in Grave.
The amount of modern skies I just found.
It's awkward. Breaking Skills is such a good card.
Breaking Skills. One thing that I really need to get better with is blocking with these a little bit more aggressively.
Yeah.
Because armor is such a precious resource, I tend to conserve it, and then on the turns where I need to pop it, I'm like, well, I guess I gave up.
So if I cover this up right now, and you Breaking Skills it, you can do the full line. And I want to keep cards in my hand, which is awkward.
That's what I love about this list. Is
Yeah.
there's so many scenarios where it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So I'll say no blocks. Reactions.
No reactions.
I'm going to sink below, and I'm going to sink this card.
All right. He's got another D-react. We're very punished here. But I think we got to go for it. So
Breaking skills.
give it +1.
I will take one.
All right. We'll take the Katsu trigger. Discard a double strike. Get ourselves a bonds.
Mm-hmm.
Bonds for 4. Banishing a dishonor. To get a dishonor.
It was.
And this will be fully active.
Pretty bad. It was terrible. I'll take 4.
And then dishonor for 4.
So the question is, how much does the dishonor actually matter? I don't think against Bravo it's like the worst thing in the world.
For my ego, it matters a lot.
It's basically the difference of giving you Tunic or not. And given that I'm about to get a counter on Tunic, I think I'm just gonna let that happen. And I'll block 3 and take 1.
All right. We did it.
I believe you also get a mask trigger.
Yes, I do. Yes. Draw out the mask. Toss that in arsenal.
Okay. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we will just send Anathos for 4.
Well, this is a weird hand. Block 3.
Take 1.
Yep.
21 to 11. Back to you.
Take Tunic. We will pitch a Be Like Water and use the Tunic resource to play Surging.
I will block for 6.
Seems good. Whelming for 2. Go again. On hit draw.
I'll block for 3.
Arsenal pass.
Yep.
That was wasn't expecting to push a ton of damage there. If it did hit, could have done crazy stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of cards out of hand and
Anathos for 4. I'm glad I didn't take any life that turn.
block 3.
Take 1.
Yep.
And back to you.
Alright. This is a strange hand. Guess first thing we'll put counter on Tunic.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go double strike for 1.
Double strike is pretty good. Unfortunate here. I guess I will take 1.
Okay. We'll decline the Katsu trigger.
Okay.
Double strike trigger. And we'll play it again.
I don't love this. So there's no more Katsu triggers happening for the rest of the turn, because when
Correct.
you decline it, it only happens the first time.
If you'd like to read.
Yeah.
The stream can't tell. It's in Spanish.
So yeah, for anyone that doesn't know how that works, if you don't take it on the first attack, it's wasted for the turn. I'm gonna take 1 here.
Okay. And then we'll send a CNC.
It's a good card. It's a really good card.
You heard it here first, folks. Command and Conquer is a good card.
I'm going to use my Tunic resource, and we'll block with our Brothers in Arms and a Pummel. So cover 6.
Yep, covering 6.
Yep.
Seems good. Go ahead.
Could have been so much better. Take up Tunic, and then send a Spinal Crush.
Whew. So got that.
This is a lot closer than our Swiss game.
Yes. I'll block 3 reactions.
No reactions.
I'll sync below.
You got it. Take 2.
Decline the sync.
Okay. Got you down to 18.
Alright. 2 to 2. Altered CNCs, that's very cool.
Nice, Riku.
Speaking of CNC,
Hey, look at that.
not getting a ton out of this one, but
It's a good card.
6 damage, 2/3 of your life total.
Yeah,
Pretty
what
good.
happens if I take this?
You would go to 3.
Yeah.
Lose
That's
your
probably
arsenal.
bad, right?
You probably lose your arsenal.
Yeah.
I mean, going to 3 is fine as long as you don't go to 0.
Let's
Afterwards.
not do that. I'll block for 6.
Alright,
Kirby's like, please go to 3. Please.
go ahead.
I'm going to take up Tunic, and then speaking of CNC,
Hey! Look at that. Look who it is. How much do I value this?
Not at all.
I mean, my turn seems kinda nuts, but not that nuts. I'm tempted to just take this, but well, you're at 9. I really can't afford to give you any chance to claw your way back, so I think I do just take this.
okay. Put you to 12.
And you get rid of a Be Like Water. Love that card.
Back to you.
Those
Alright.
look phenomenal, Riku. Wow.
Nordic Altars.
We gotta pause.
Wow.
Oh, that's so cool.
Do
That's
you
so nice.
do you do a lot of altars, Riku? Because those look
His name's
amazing.
UK.
Yeah, I thought he said he was
Okay.
overseas.
Right.
I don't remember exactly where though.
Remember this was the issue we had last time?
Yeah.
We got
Actually-
the altars of Oldhim and Viscera that I got for us were UK as well. Almost didn't know that it was UK until we did shipping. Like, why do you want $60 for shipping? Phenomenal. Followed you, Riku. Thank you.
Kadachi for 1.
I'll take one.
Alright.
I won't be happy about it.
Surging for 4.
I'm gonna give you Tunic.
I'll take that.
Block for 4.
Don't
Ancestral me, please.
I will not ancestral you.
Thank God.
Yeah, this was kind of a clunky turn. I was on the fence about whether I should have just blocked here, but a lot of weird lines
Norway.
here. We're gonna E-strike for 7.
Oh my God.
It's not lethal. It's fine.
I know, but like these 3 cards are very good together.
Good.
So if I go to 1,
What a shame.
you're gonna be able to at least block for 3. If you give me a mask, that's 4, 5. Breeze Riders is 6, and then if you don't value your Tunic anymore, you block it all out. And then I went to 1, and you still have 3 cards, and you're gonna Kadachi. So it's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. So we will block for 6 and take 1.
Okay. Pass to you.
I'm going to pitch the Terra Sunder that I really wanted to play, and Athos.
12.
That's awesome, Riku. I wish I had any sort of artistic talent.
I'm just gonna take the 4.
He did some seismic sturges and the tunic that I saw.
Alright.
So, as you can see, continuing with the very greedy play lines here, a little Kadachi for 1.
And it'll get you there eventually. They chip away. I will take 1.
Kadachi for 1.
I will block this Kadachi for 2.
Okay. And then we'll send 100 wins for 3.
There's no more breaking skills. I will block for 3.
There is, however, Art 4.
There is Art 4.
So we'll go +1, banish, draw 2, banishing another 100 wins.
Katsu trigger is annoying here because then you can get another 100 wins.
Yes.
I think I have to take 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take the Katsu trigger, discarding a Fluster Fist. I think Winds of Eternity might just be better here.
I always thought, so when I was playing Oldham, I always thought it would be really cool to get a tunic altered to be like winter themed and have a Fiendal's winter tunic and then have it be like blue with like snowflake patterns or something.
Pretty cool.
It just fits Oldham a little bit more. Can you do that, Riku?
I don't think that fits Oldham. The big old
This is coming in
fruit
for
chest.
5, right?
Yes. Coming in for 5, on hit, shuffle 100 wins back into my deck.
Oh, rough. I hate this. No blocks.
Alright.
I will sink 1.
Yep.
Take 1.
Sounds good. 100 wins shuffles back in.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will Arsenal pass.
I will just send Anathos for 4.
8. Let's see what we got
It
here.
should be like a big fur coat, Riku.
That'd be cool.
Like a big old furry coat.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah, right? Like,
So you're got no armor at this point.
No armor. Oh, sorry. Are we taking this, or are you still thinking about it?
Yeah, I'm taking it.
Okay. Oh, look at that. It's tied.
We did it. Surging?
Block for 6.
Yup. Lightning strike for 7.
I will block for 3. Reactions?
None for me.
I'm going to sigil.
Yep.
So I will take a net loss of 1.
Sounds good.
Did I do it right? Why did I take life from you?
I don't know.
There we go. I will just be passing back on my turn.
Alright. So now we're...
Oh, Riku, is that on your Twitter? That sounds pretty cool. I like League.
Basically, we're exactly where we want to be here now. So
Yeah,
Kadachi for 1.
in a pretty good spot. I will take 1.
Yep.
Oh, well. There we go. Got 2.
Kadachi for 1.
I'm gonna block this one. Eric, no, Vincet's about to come on after this match.
We use the floating and the tunic resource. Surging for 4. Fluster Fist for 4.
I'll take 1.
Um,
Break boots and kill me.
break boots and send another Fluster Fist.
All right, good game.
Good game.
That was rough. I feel like this is a really rough matchup for Bravo. You have to like hit back-to-back gas turns in order to like feel okay. Your medium turns, they just do not do enough.
Yeah, it's weird. I've heard a lot of people say that it's Bravo favored. I have not found that to be the case.
Yeah, and it could also be my specific list, because again, this was meant to be a fatigue list against Lexi's. So like, I'm not running the choke slams. I'm running the buckling blows because I wanted to be able to blow up New Horizons. So like against stuff like that, like not letting your stuff get pumped, it can be very strong. Your descendants only come in for 3 instead of 5. Your dishonors don't get the buff, things like that. So I could see like a traditional Bravo having a better matchup here.
Yeah.
But this list definitely is rough. All right,
Not rushing you.
I'm rushing. I'm rushed.
I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna tag out and put Chris in, and he's gonna play some Vincet into Katsu.
I wore the good shirt even today.
I'll change the heroes and
You got that?
everything.
Yeah.
You'll just have to reset life totals and stuff.
Oh no!
What?
I have to do this.
Yeah.
Oh no! Okay.
Gonna delete the whole channel.
Just it deletes it all. What's up, everybody? The children are here. So
It's us, the
I built the list. I'm gonna send it to you, Rob, because I tried posting it into the YouTube channel.
Okay.
And I think our YouTube is locked out from sharing links
Interesting.
because it just isn't showing up. Copy deck list. So just fair warning. I had a deck list. I built the deck list. I posted it now so you can see. Oh, I got you. Let me send this to you. I'm in the middle of working on this Vincet list. So currently it's 2 cards down. I'm trying to decide if it's worth bringing any other weapons or if Nebula Blade is just straight good enough. So the amount of times Vincet for me feels like is actually swinging her weapon is so minimal that I don't know if it's worth bringing 3 to 4 cards just to swap out for that possible 1 to 2 attacks. Again, I'm in the early stages of testing with this deck, so just know that the deck list might change here or there. Currently, the deck only has the Nebula Blade. I would probably, the 2 extra cards that I have slotted right now, or that I have room for, I would probably play yellow, reduce the rune chance. It's just such a good card in Vincet to be defensive and an offensive card at the same time for her game plan. Like in Viscerai, it didn't feel great, but there's a lot of turns you end on a Nebula Blade, and then you get to block with a yellow reduce and create another rune chant, and now get a 3 or 4 rune gate attack off.
The last Vincet I played against was Ben, one of our locals here in Madison, and he was playing all 9 reduce.
Yeah.
I think was excessive, but I also think was like really strong.
Yeah, it's super strong.
I don't know where I mean I haven't played it myself, so looking at the deck list and seeing blue reduced to rune chant, I was like, that doesn't seem great.
Weird.
And then having a reduced to rune chant played against you like every turn, you're like, well, I guess they're just gonna go off every turn.
Every turn.
And I mean, he was literally blocking out like, with all those reduces, he was blocking out like 10 damage per turn and then sending like 10 back. So like
It's nuts.
Hard to beat like 20 value.
And then getting hit with 10 damage at a time
Right.
most times. Yeah. So currently in my deck, I am only taking out Putrid Stirrings and Incantations, so I'm playing 7 cards heavy. Just because I'm running some of the defensive package as well, and again, testing. A lot of times Vincet is okay with bringing in just to have that extra defensive capability as well as the offensive package to keep the consistency of if they're having a bad turn, you can still throw some good damage at them. So that's where I'm at currently. You're good.
You're also good. I'm debating what I want to bring in here still. Breeze Rider boots are so good, and Tide Flippers just don't even come close. But I can't get rid of a Kodachi.
Is a Kodachi worth it?
I need, and this is the thing with Vincet, is every time I don't bring AB, I'm like, wow, I really wish I brought AB into this matchup. And then every time I do bring AB, I'm like, wow, this isn't doing anything because this arcane damage is unpreventable.
Yeah, right.
I think keeping the Kodachis here is correct. I can still use Tide Flippers off of a blue Gust Wave to set up a double bonds turn.
Yeah.
Breeze Rider Boots, by the way. Great card.
Great card.
When I first looked at, and for folks watching, if you're interested in Katsu, I urge you to give Eisen's List a try. When I first looked at it, I was like, I don't know, some of this feels clunky. I was expecting more of the like even bigger than that Snatch kind of lists. And after a couple weeks of playing with this, it clicks and it's all gas. I love it.
All right, even or odd?
I'll take even.
So, description with the deck list.
Can you add it in the chat for now?
I'll try to. Worst case, I'm going to put it in the description as soon as we end the stream.
Gotcha. All right. So anybody interested in the list, again, early list. When I start building a list, I mess with the list for a long time until I'm really happy with it. I am pretty excited about this list and where it's at so far. So
looks like I was able to put it in the chat.
And then going first or second?
This is a tricky one. I like starting with tempo.
Yep.
You really like starting with that card and banish.
Card and banish, card and arsenal, and a couple of rune chants on the board. Chris is a happy man.
We can't have that.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Vincet going first, even if you present a lot at him, he just blocks out his whole hand and then gets to attack back with the card in arsenal. Or the card that he banished. Like,
Yeah.
Did you see
Alright.
that Vincet shirt?
Yeah. All of those.
In the
all
Iron-
the
in the
products.
Iron
Yeah, the
Maiden
Iron
font?
Maiden font and everything. I got my Rune Chant shirt today. Yeah.
I need to find
such a
someone
simp.
local who's going to Worlds. And
Yeah.
just-
There's nobody from Wisconsin going that I know of.
yeah,
It's
because
in Barcelona.
I know.
look, the Wisconsin to Barcelona pipeline is. I know Austin's going, but he's not local
He's
anymore.
Kansas now.
Yeah.
Oh, did he move?
Yeah. So he was only here for school at Austin, the drumline player.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out to Austin.
Shout out to Austin. He's been doing
He's been
pretty
doing
good right lately.
Oh, yeah.
really good.
He's been on a tear.
Alrighty. Oh, you're so lucky I didn't go first.
This is such a bad going first hand, though.
That's Brad from Flip Table.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Gonna send 100 wins.
All right.
It's a card with combo that I can get in my graveyard, I
Yeah.
guess.
This is. Oh, not Viscerai. I was like, oh, this is amazing. All right, so we're going to start by banishing a widespread destruction. I'm going to put the cards that are banished playable right here for everybody knows, and then non-playables over here. So we will start with building a rune chant. We are then going to
Do you want to
play...
use these? These are spin down.
How do those look?
A little hard to read.
A little harder. Yep.
You want to reset the round timer?
Oh, no.
Other one? No. That works too. No, it doesn't. 50-minute one. There you go.
Cool.
Alrighty. So we're going to then start with a red mauve skies.
Uh-oh.
And then we are going to play a big ol' spell assault.
Interesting.
So we're going to have one floating. This is going to send one rune chain at you first, and then it's going to create 2 rune chants on the back end, as well as having go again, and create 3 rune chants. So now I'm going to take a card from you for sure. Otherwise, I'm throwing another
so
minimum 11 damage at you.
Taking the rune chant.
Yep.
I don't think that's...
So you're Rob.
I've looked at it about 5 times, staring at it like, oh my god, every time I'm going to do this, it's going to be even worse.
Sorry, distracted
by puppies.
Distracted by puppies.
Puppies. We need a puppy cam. Mox is just chilling right now.
I need a puppy.
Yeah. Get one.
I might take one of them with me.
You can have this one.
Okay.
Have that one. Yeah. That one's pretty freely. Bye, Benny. Poor Benny. You're just a poor child. I know. You're a little boy. Okay. So coming in for 2, go again. 1 and 2. You took the 1.
Oh, dang it. I don't have the block on my boots.
Get wrecked, nerd.
You got me. I got played. Block 2.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna close chain.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna pass turn there.
Okay.
I've got a blood debt in banish, so we are going to. Rob's gonna take life. This is gonna be fun. You better keep an eye on it. I'm gonna mess it up eventually. All right, your turn.
No, we can't cross strap there. That's crazy.
Is it though?
It's crazy. Dachi?
Dachi for 1. Alright, so decision point. We already have a target in graveyard. We don't have any other ways to build rune chants on my turn. So we're just going to get the 1 from that. So we don't really care too much about having all of the blockability. Alright, we're going to take 1 here.
Yeah, Rico, I feel you on the allergies thing. I'm definitely going to, not regret, but pay the price pay the price for all the petting of dogs I did tomorrow.
But it's worth it.
Oh, totally.
100% worth it.
Hopefully the mask will
help a little bit.
Help a little bit.
Yeah, took 1.
All right. Send a surging for 5.
It's fair. God, I really wish I had an envelope right now. Yeah, we're gonna block 6 here. Envelope of pain.
Blocking 6 seems good. Interesting. Could just try to get another damage through. I think that is what I'm going to do, weirdly enough. Kadachi for 1.
We're not going to take that, or we're going to not block that. We're going to take 1.
Arsenal pass.
Sounds good. I like seeing that you arsenaled. So we are going to play or banish a widespread destruction.
Oh yeah, that
That
messes
is
with my
it.
arsenal.
Arsenal
doesn't it?
tech. Yep.
Forgot
So
about that.
we're gonna play a shadow puppetry as well, paying 1 life, and what that's gonna
Just
do.
gonna put this here now.
Yeah. So we are then going to play widespread destruction. So 3's going to come. 1's going to be automatic.
Yep.
So I'm just going to hit you for that one right away. And then you've got 2 to deal with. Go again on hit of just taking, if I've dealt life this turn, which I have, taking your arsenal, as well as on hit, look at the top card of my deck and banish it if I'd like. This is coming in for 7 damage. Go again.
So I will take the 2 rune chance.
Yeah.
Um.
No, I did that wrong. $36.
I believe you.
Just so everybody knows, we have our life total app named, and Jeremy is playing as Chris right now, and I am playing as Rob. It is confusing the living shit out of me. All brain powers on that. There ain't much there.
Running for 7.
Yep.
My blocks with this hand are very awkward, so we'll block 8.
Sounds good. We will pass right there.
All right.
Very happy taking
And
4 cards from you on a
Get a
turn.
double strike. Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna take 1
Yep.
and pass turn to you.
All arsenal pass.
Chris says you just got better.
Oh my god. Just become Rob. I got better. I hate both of you so much. Alrighty, so we banish that.
You need to stop arsenaling cards when you have arsenal disruption face up. I don't. What am I doing?
It's okay.
Vincet's weird, man.
Vincet's interesting. It's so weird. Like, yeah. So we're gonna banish a Deathly Whale. This is the one that creates rune chance once I do damage to you. We are then going to
That's terrifying.
pitch 3 to grasp.
Yep.
Create 2. Because both of these cost 3, so technically I can't play either one of them yet. But that's okay. So now we have to decide if we want to push a lot of damage and rip your arsenal, or if we want to try to set up for next turn. I think right now we have enough tempo that we can just set up a bigger turn now and work on the next turn. We're going to play an envelop. We're going to pay 1.
Yep.
And that's also going to go to 3 rune chance. And then we're going to play widespread destruction. So what we're going to do again, 3 and 9. 1's going to go all through automatically.
So that's 12 total?
12 total.
Yeah,
Just taking all 12.
just taking all 12.
So we got you at 35. We're going to go down to 27, 28.
I was at 36. I should be at 24 after this, right? Because I was at 36.
Yes.
I'm taking 12.
I'm so concentrated on not hitting the wrong person. And then we are going to rip your arsenal.
All right. It makes it that much harder when you're dealing damage to yourself, too.
Yeah. Mine. Take 1 and I will pass turn.
All right. Yes, I know I have to take my turn. I'll pet you afterwards, okay? I know.
Doesn't quite show up on the camera.
Oh. So now I just sound like a crazy person?
He's not tall enough. There he is.
Oh, good job, Benny. Oh, no,
He's
Benny.
so cute.
So, the pure corny memes just.
Oh, I am totally stealing this dog.
He's a good boy. Benny's a good boy.
That should be good.
Alright.
Alright. That's really interesting.
I help you. I help you make decision. Oh, you bring the mocks to me now?
Here's the other one.
Oh, the mocks. Oh, the chunkers. She the chunky monkey. You're the chunky monkey. You're a good girl. I know. How are you? Good girl.
So,
Beat you up.
we'll crack cross strap.
Yep.
Surging for 4.
Surging for 4. We need to make a decision on this turn because right now we can't play anything effectively. So I want to know if I need to block heavier this turn and just take a turn off, or if I can do a little more. So I'm gonna block with Crown and Grasp. I'm gonna take my Crown trigger from one of the cards in hand. Of course. That's all my blocks.
Alright. We'll send a Whelming for 4. Go again on hit draw.
We're in a rough spot.
9 life pad. 7 life pad.
Not life pad.
9 life pad.
We have to take so the hand I have currently is going to force me to take another turn, like a turn off. So I want to stay at that life point. We will go. I feel like if you had an ancestral, you would have pushed that first one.
That's what I wanted you to think.
Right.
But also, you're completely right.
I feel like that's the play,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
you're gonna push it on the first one, because you get a draw card here, but you don't. I mean, it just.
Yeah, I'd rather have the confidence that I know. Like, I'd rather know that I'm getting the Katsu trigger.
No block.
All right.
Reactions.
No reactions.
We will react by reducing it. Spending 1, we got 1 floating. Blocking 4. Jabate me.
I think I will.
Yep.
Crack breaking skills.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
You'll take 1.
Yep. Take 1 and draw.
Yep. I'll draw off the Whelming. I will take the Katsu trigger here. That's interesting. We'll discard a double strike
Okay.
to get a red bonds.
No, Chris, it is not the gold foil breaking skills. Poor Jeremy.
I wish it was.
He finished, Chris, this is Jeremy who finished in the top 8 of last Sunday's PQ and top 4 of GU. Top 8? No.
I got ninth at
ninth.
GU.
Battle Harden was top 4. Dakota was the one that got the gold foil. You're good, by the way.
And we'll send that bonds. Really wishing we had hang on. Maybe that's stupid. I think that's actually dumb. Interesting. Mind if I
Yeah, go ahead. Take it back.
hold this back for a sec?
We're not playing for any finals.
Oh, this is so greedy. That means I have to do it. Dashi.
Yeah. So we've had 1 hit so far. This would be 2. No block.
Okay.
We'll take the 1. Descendant goes into bonds.
That's alright, Chris. No one's ever seen my face.
I did what? The first time I ever did, I was just shell shocked. Not the face I expected, which it wasn't bad. It's just it was like a child playing Bakugan.
I watched a video about a Bakugan tournament yesterday. It actually made me cry.
Did it really? Oh
Yeah.
man. So Descendant hitting is just 4, Bonds hitting is just 4, correct?
This Descendant is just 2.
The Bonds after. Oh, it's only 2. Okay,
Yep.
and then Bonds afterwards is.
But I do
4.
have a mask trigger on this.
1, 2. That's correct. Yeah. And it only gets 2. There's nothing you can do crazy here. We will block. We'll block 2 here.
Okay. Nothing I can do crazy here, he says.
Nothing you can do crazy here. You're gonna freaking. Yeah. Yeah. No block here. Take 4.
Yep. Dishonor for 4, and that's fully active.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then we will block with a pummel and an envelope.
Ooh.
That sounded like a split.
No. I mean, yeah, it sounded like it.
Right?
Oh, weird.
Split on the bottom?
It's like,
Oh, what the heck?
Remember how James is always just like, I don't like dual mats because they split.
That's not a dual mat.
Right. That's why he uses katanas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never had a dual mat split. I just watched the katana split.
I wouldn't even call that a split.
No.
Shout out to Ultimate Guard.
Not a sponsor.
They should be. Ultimate Guard. Sponsor these guys.
I don't think either one of us uses anything Ultimate Guard.
You're not supposed to say that now.
Dragon Shield sponsor us.
Who makes the academic?
Game Johnny.
Dang it.
We tried. On my turn, I'm going to just pass back. So I'm going to take 1 and draw up.
Prism Sleeve, really? Those are Dragon Shields, aren't they?
Yeah, the character sleeves.
Yeah.
They're Dragon Shields.
I've had 0 issues with the Oldham character sleeves.
What is this hand? This is weird. I don't like it. We're just gonna lead with an Artivore? That feels so wrong. Choosing +1 and banish draw 2.
Mm-hmm.
Banishing a red bonds, which also feels horrible. Yeah, this isn't great.
Very good for tempo.
Dachi?
We're going to take 1 here.
Dachi?
Take another one.
Riku, are you talking about the like syrupy smell?
Oh, yeah.
The like maple syrup smell?
What, with the brush
sleeves that
with the brush mat?
Yes,
So
yes.
I'm so glad you said that, because I've always
God.
thought that, and everyone looks at me like I'm crazy.
I have a box of Emperor sleeves that
Yeah.
smell like straight maple syrup.
These actually smell. The more I like, now that I actually like.
Well, these are just regular
Oh
mats.
yes.
Yep, these are Dragon Shield art.
Right, but
Matte.
the brushed matte ones, not... I think those are just regular art.
Got
mats,
you.
But the brushed matte ones straight up smell like they were picked from a maple... I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
So I took 2.
But I love it. Like it smells delicious.
2?
That's rude as all hell. We're gonna block. I'm gonna give up all my equipment early. Block 2 here.
You know what's really rude? We're going to make that 3 and draw a card.
Reactions.
I'm drawing the card?
Yeah,
Ready?
you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, draw your other one too. I'll take the one.
Mask trigger.
Yep. That's bullshit.
Katsu trigger.
I wish you guys could see that right now. He's just over here sniffing them like glue.
Like pancakes.
Yep. Katsu trigger. You taking it?
Yes. You've got one rune chant?
Yep. This was punishing.
I could be very mean right now. So I'm actually just going to grab 100 wins.
Okay.
Double strike trigger.
Yep.
Send the double strike for another 2.
We'll take 2.
100 wins will come in for 4.
We'll take 4 here.
Warmongers.
I don't think he's ever invited here again. So
Shout out to Sage for the tokens.
holy shit. That's an actual issue, isn't it? Piece I can activate grasp.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Banish. Banish. We'll choose war.
Okay. I will also choose war.
Okay. So that's gonna be going on.
Then I'll arsenal.
It's gonna be at 2. I'm gonna choose war. Alrighty. Yeah, that was pretty rough. So start of my turn, I'm gonna banish a Modern Skies to create a rune chant. And then we are going to send a Deathly Wail at you for 2 and 5 by hard casting.
7 damage, pretty good. This hand's not pretty good.
I think there's a world where I send 2 Deathly Wails at you this turn. If you didn't warmonger me. Yeah, no, it ain't happening anymore.
This should be bottom of my deck.
Yeah, the end of turn warmongers are always brutal. Can never read into them.
Yeah, especially because I discarded one.
Yeah.
You
You drew it off Ancestral or Mask.
I had one and then drew another off of
Okay.
Ancestral. So it's coming in for
2 and 5.
2 and 5.
Unhit, create a rune chant.
The problem is this hand is real bad. We'll pitch 2.
Yep.
Block 6.
Sounds good. Pass.
Giving up a lot of
Take
tempo
one.
there, unfortunately. Fluster Fist for 4.
Sounds good. Alright, so our turn. We're going to have no rune chance. Banish that. No block here.
Alright.
Go to 12.
I'll decline the Katsu trigger.
Sounds
Or
good.
shall pass.
Now I've got a hole to dig out of, but we might be able to. So banish. I'm going to banish a Phantom Wraith. Go 1 rune chant.
This is
Made me laugh. Choking on spit. We're gonna pitch to grasp and create a rune chant. We're then going to play a shadow puppetry, pitching 1 or paying 1 life, so that we can push some damage here. Temptation to make you block. So you have no armor block, so we are going to force 3 cards out of your hand or have a crazy turn. So we're gonna play Mauve's Guys and then go into Phantom Wraith. It feels weird playing these 2 in the same turn, but what this is doing is now this is coming in for 7 on hit, create 2. So if you do let that hit, I'm going to be able to play another Rune Gate out of either Banish or.
and one of these is unpreventable.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So 1 goes through immediately.
I'll take the other rune chant as well,
Yep.
and then I'll block. So that card.
It's coming in for 7.
Block 9.
And then we will pitch 2 to Nebula Blade for 4 on hit, create a rune chant.
4 on hit rune chant. Yeah, I'll take the 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll take 1, and we will pass. I'll do 1 rune chant. Had a lot of turns where like you just haven't had anything to clap back with. It feels kind of decent. Deja vu.
Yeah, this deck is very good at drawing into at least 1 combo starter, and then usually being able to finagle a way to tutor out something to go beyond that. But I've just gotten a lot of like Flusterfist, Winds of Eternity, Naked Whelmings are not good.
I saw too many Golgan cards early, and now I'm not seeing them. So we are going to block 6.
Yep.
Just because we have kind of 2 dead cards in hand.
Just Vincet things.
Yep. Start to turn banish.
Okay.
And then we'll just throw 8 at you. Actually, hold on. Yeah, we will just throw 8 at you. On hit, banish top card of deck.
Well, that's not great, but we are also, as they say, so back. We'll take the 8.
Yep.
And we I'm banishing the top card.
Yep.
It's a red whelming.
And then I will arsenal and pass.
Alrighty.
And take 1. Not excited about that.
Interesting. This is a weird hand.
It's okay.
You're at 9.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty close.
Yeah. It's a lot closer than I thought it would be. And he hasn't had a big blowout turn, though, so.
Descendant.
Coming in for 2.
Yep.
No block.
Okay. No reactions.
No Katsu.
Katsu trigger. This is a weird line that I'm taking here. Really weird line.
Side note, Friday. Don't forget. We'll talk later. But
Banish 100 plays?
let me forget it.
Let me make sure. Do I have it? Yes, I do. Okay. We're good. That's not that great, actually. Yeah, that's fine. This is a weird line. We're just sort of winging it. See what happens.
Send it. You're good.
Bonds.
Mm-hmm. And you can play the 100 wins this turn.
Yes.
The yellow.
And then the other one that I'm about to get right now, I can play this chain.
Okay. So you can come in for 4, and then those are on hit draw.
No, their combo, if 100 wins was the last attack, this combat chain, when this attacks, it gets +1 for each other 100 wins you control on the combat chain.
So you've got 4, 5. Well, you got a card in hand yet. Ugh. So we are going to.
They would be coming in for 2 and 3.
Yep. No blocks, reactions. We will sync.
Okay.
We are going to. Are we gonna sync? Sync that card.
Alright. 2.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna take 2 here.
Okay. 3. I had a lot of interesting lines this turn. I could have played this Dishonor. I could have played the Warmongers. Kadachi, Warmongers might have just been better.
Take 3.
CNC?
Do you have 2 resources left? Oh, bonds doesn't cost anything. That's
Bonds
right.
is free.
Do you know what's really brutal about that?
You have a hand of all defense reactions.
The Sync Blue drew a Sync Blow, so I will block 5 total and go to 1.
Oof.
That's brutal. Okay, well, and I think that completely shuts our turn off too.
And you've got Blood Debt.
Yep. So we pitch a 1. Yep, and then we die to Blood Dead.
All right. Good game.
Do you want to play one more quick or?
It's
up to you.
More. Sure.
Okay. I know we both have
Or
a longer
if
drive.
you guys wanted to play one.
What do you feel, Rob?
Let's keep Jeremy on.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Sure. I'll play another.
You're the guest here.
It's a lot closer than I thought it would be that round.
Yeah, Vincet's a really interesting matchup. Every time I played into Vincet, it's been a nail biter.
Interesting.
So, like, comparing it to Bravo, I feel like you have more consistent disruption.
Me?
Whereas Bravo, it's like I need to keep so many cards to present disruption. You can just park something in Blood Debt until you're ready.
Yeah.
And
100%.
it's a lot easier for you to do that. So thinking about it, it makes sense why you were kind of able to keep him from doing any huge turns for longer.
I also got stuck with a really crap card to have in Blood Debt. I mean, it's a good card, it's just never had a way to get it out properly.
Is that a cold foil Nebula Blade?
That one's not. The one at home is. I actually have 2 sitting at home.
Of course you do.
So one is Sage's, so...
Does he know that?
Yeah. So he ended up buying a pack of all 4 of the weapons for $100. Like, what was that? 9 months ago, a year ago, I think it was, before Dash really hit off and before Nebula Blade became interesting again. That was when Briar first got real close.
Okay.
So everybody was like, "Oh my God, sell Nebula Blade. We're gonna need it for Viscera." Blah
I
blah
don't
blah
know
blah.
if
blah.
calling Nebula Blade interesting.
No.
I wouldn't go that
No.
far.
That's terrible. Yes and no. It's. I don't know. I've had some good ending games because of it. I'll go first this time, just to kind of see how that goes.
How many cards are you running?
67.
Okay.
Double sleeved KMC perfect cards.
That'll do it.
Because completely foiled decks.
Yeah.
I don't want to play this game anymore. We're gonna
Yu-Gi-Oh!
take that
channel,
out
huh?
because that's not supposed to be in there.
We're Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream now?
Yeah. I mean, we can start setting something kind of cool up by banishing a widespread annihilation and pitching to create a Garun Chant off Grasp and going to Arsenal.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
Resetting everything, Chris, Rob, timer. And then I'm going to take 1.
Alright.
Move that in step. We've got a 4-cost Rune Gate card out in Arsenal or in Vanish. We are ready to play.
Dachi.
Dachi, we're gonna take one.
Dachi.
We're gonna take another.
Dishonor. Not a great turn, but when it's in graveyard, I can tutor for it. So.
No block.
Okay.
We'll sink it.
Yes.
Sinking. I'm thinking about it.
Nice. Arsenal pass.
Sounds good. We will. What are we gonna do?
Sounds like Riku's trying to proposition you.
What? I need so. Rob and I are piddly little bitches. We both have. When we find a hero we like, we bling the shit out of it.
I pulled this.
Yeah, you got lucky.
I got
pulled
so
that.
lucky.
So lucky. I traded every single legendary I owned for my Viscerai when I got it. Because that's just what I want. I wanted it. I didn't care what I had to do. Traded everything. That's gone there. You have a fully foil Oldhim. Icelander. Like, your ice decks are always fully foiled. Alt arts. So, Riku, I followed you on Twitter tonight. Send me a message with how much you'd want for it. Name, obviously, Chris Kern. Let me know. Shit. Alright, so... my turn.
Gotta get the foot camera.
Dude, the foot camera, Lacey doesn't know. It's her foot's been on camera all weekend trying to pay for this kind of stuff. I'm just kidding. I'm going to hell. My wife's going to hate me. I hope to God she's not at home watching and the kids watching with her. Usually they are. So my turn, I have to banish. I easily can get to 4 rune chance this turn. So we just want to figure out... We want that to go off. We want both of those to go off, which means we can't.
Hashtag feet.
So the question is, do we auto rip a card from hand and then just have you completely no block everything, or do we force you to block 7 damage? Otherwise, I create a bunch of ring chance. Interesting. I think banishing the Mauvern Skies going to 3 is a better call here. We will then pitch a Oath of the Arknight to play an Envelop Darkness, paying 1 life.
Okay.
Creating a rune chant. And then we're going to play a Shadow Puppetry.
Okay.
And then...
You don't want to pay the life for that one, too?
No, thank you.
Make the rune champ double
Make the rune
unblockable.
chant double unblockable. So this is going to come in for 3...
Double on what?
Double what? Fucking dick, dude. Every time. Anyways, 3 and 8 on hit. Look at top of deck and banish if I so choose.
And one of those is unblocked. So I'm discarding here no matter what.
Yeah, you're discounting
And
the
it's
card
coming
from
in
hand.
for 8.
Yep. Yeah, send me a message, Riku, if you're interested in anything. I have some stuff. I'm not a collector by any means. I'm just a bling bitch, as they call it. Bedazzle bitch. Is that what it's called? I don't even know anymore.
I think you're just making that up.
I think so, too. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I love how much damage she can throw off.
It's
of
crazy.
weird stuff.
I'll block 2 rune chants, take 1.
Okay.
And then block 9.
You can block all 3.
Oh.
I already pinged it down.
Oh, okay.
So
Then
you
I'll
only
block
have
all
3 coming. Yep.
And block 9.
Block 9. Cool. And then I will swing Nebula Blade.
Yep.
Taking 4.
Yep. Vincet's
2,
crazy.
3, 4.
Makes
and
me
then...
block. What is that?
We're gonna create a rune chant. I'm gonna close chain. You don't get to. You don't have to banish. No extra stuff. My turn.
All right.
Or your turn. Yeah.
What? Why?
It's a really cool thing. We're gonna mess with you some more. We're going to banish a widespread annihilation. Or I'm sorry. So widespread destruction, banishing, going to 2. We are then going to. This is gonna annoy me. Play a envelop. Going to 3. Paying 1.
Thanks. I hate it.
And we're gonna come in for 3 and 9. One of them's gonna go through automatically. You're gonna take 1.
That's crazy.
She a beast.
2 rune chants. I will block 6, and then take 3, and lose my arsenal.
Yep. And I will close chain, and arsenal will pop. Go to no rune chance, and you got 2 cards in hand.
Yeah.
Pass turn.
CNC.
Cool. Let's see how much we care. We will block for 2.
Yeah.
Take 4. Drop our CNC. Draw a card, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Have 5 card hand.
All right.
Let's see if we can do anything with it now, right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3. That's it. Dang. We are going to put a deathly
What you got
delight.
for me?
You're hoping that I don't have anything, don't you? Deathly Delight. We are then going to pitch a. Interesting. We're going to pitch a Widespread Annihilation to create another enchant. And then Envelop. Floating 2. Creating another enchant. And we're going to pay 1 here.
Okay.
Because I automatically gain 1 then. And then we are going to play Deathly Delight. 3 and 6 on hit. It's already happened. This is going through.
Yep. I'm just taking all of it.
Taking all of it? Okay.
Yeah.
You love your hand, don't you?
We'll block with breaking skills.
Okay. It'd be a shame if I messed with it, huh? Oh, I love this deck so much sometimes. So you take the 2 rune chants.
Yep.
It'd be such a shame. Why haven't I played
actually,
Pummel
that's
decks
fine.
more? Okay.
I'll just turn it to 7.
So you blocked 1, which will remove that. This is coming in for 9 then. And then I'm gonna gain.
10.
You blocked 1,
9.
yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna gain 2 for Deathly Delights triggers. And so Vincet actually could do stuff into Katsu, eh?
Yeah. Pretty good.
I just gotta figure out the draw my matchup. Alright, go ahead.
We're gonna break cross trap.
Yep.
Surging for 5.
Pummel. I'm sorry.
No, it's
It
fine.
was so good.
It worked out. I think we're still okay here. Oh wait, I went to 16 for that?
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
We're gonna block 5 here.
Okay. Descendant for 5.
Yep. No block that one.
Okay.
1, 2.
Katsu trigger.
Yep.
Discard 100 wins. Get good old Bonds of Ancestry.
How much did that come in for?
Oh no, wait, that pummel was pretty good. Okay. I guess it didn't really matter. The bonds is coming in for 4. I don't know why I'm shuffling. We're gonna get a dishonor.
You get to dishonor me this turn. We're gonna take 4.
Yep. Dishonor for 4.
That's a decision. And it's active, right?
It is fully active. So, hit.
We're gonna block pummel, grasp, block 5.
Yeah. Seems good.
I think I have to there.
Yeah.
As much as I wanted to arsenal that pummel and do it again.
You get a cut.
You're good.
Alright.
We're going
That was a
to
loud snap.
banish a widespread, pitch to grasp, go to 2, and throw 8 back at you.
See, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, this, and so when the deck isn't convoluted with 3s and blocks, this is what this deck that I've been working on is consistently throwing 2-card 8s.
Yeah.
Every turn. If I can hold a blue and a 2 cost, I'm throwing it every turn. 2 cost.
Yeah.
The only thing like 2 for 5. You know what I mean? Like it's consistently throwing that every turn. I forgot who I played against, Dromite, I think, and it just consistently did that while blocking 3 cards or 2 cards, and it felt great.
Yeah.
Block 6, throw 8.
8 damage here. It's a lot of damage.
It's only 50% of your life.
I'll block 6.
Taking 4? Or no, taking 2?
Yep.
Banish top card of deck.
Winds of Eternity.
Go ahead.
We'll send 3 at you with Be Like Water.
Be like the water.
Which, by the way, is an amazing foil
Is it?
because of the little rainbow over the water.
Yup. That's pretty good. It's almost better than Nourishing Emptiness.
When that card first came out, I ordered a foil playset,
Yeah.
and for a good 10 minutes was looking at it thinking,
Right.
I got scammed.
In those days, I can imagine that because that was probably like right when people were probably starting to think about scamming it. I can see it in Monarch, all that.
I was
You
like,
know
these
what
aren't foils.
sucks? Scar for a Scar foils
Really?
are awful.
Are they?
Yeah, it's
never
like
looked.
the sword is foiled.
Huh.
Everything else is just garbage.
Heaven's Claws, though.
Oh, beautiful. No block
Anything
here.
with lightning in it looks amazing.
Arsenal pass.
Yep. I'm gonna banish the Phantom Wraith. Just a 2 for 6. Guess what I'm gonna do next? We're gonna play Envelop. And then we are going to. We're gonna swing 2 and 8 at you. 1 card in hand. Smells like something.
I wonder what it could
I
be.
wonder. What's that old commercial? Wonder, it's in the Wonder Wall.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dude, I'm showing my age. You remember those, right, Rob? No? Oh my god. Okay,
Was
I'm
that
showing
back
my
when
age.
TV was in black and white?
That's what happens when you're 40.
Here.
Rainbow foil Scar for a Scars.
Ugh. What the fuck?
It's terrible.
That's not that bad.
It's just like the sword and the scarf.
That's
In
not
her
that
eyes.
bad.
Nursing emptiness is funnier.
Yeah.
The teacup. 2 floating.
It's not great.
Riku
but
saw it.
yeah. So this is what, 8, 10?
2 and 8. Yeah, 10 damage coming in.
Okay, so I'm dead if I don't block this.
It's an interesting number, eh?
I'd like to go on record that I know that this is objectively incorrect. Just gonna
Okay.
block with the mask. We're gonna get real greedy here.
You're gonna take 2 here.
Yep.
Reactions? No reactions. Arsenal, pass. So you're gonna take total of 6 there.
We did it.
Did you make him have it?
I made him have it.
Did he have it?
He didn't have it.
Let's go.
Surging.
Ooh, baby. Coming in for 5.
Yep.
Block 1 reactions.
No reactions.
We'll react with the reduced.
Still got 1 floating. Descendant for 4.
No block here.
Okay. Katsu trigger.
Yep.
Discarding that Warmongers is pretty rough too.
Oh, sons of bitches. He's got it, boys.
We out here.
We're out here. Oh no.
Bonds.
Yeah.
Banishing
Oh, we fucked up.
a bonds
Oh, we fucked up real bad.
to get. Wait, do I have any dishonors left? I mean, I banished a bonds, but so yeah, okay. Do I have any red bonds left? I don't know that I do.
How do you get dishonor? Oh, you have it in hand. That's how you get it. Fuck.
Oh no, it's way worse.
Mm.
Just Katsu things.
Just Katsu things. The worst part is, like, dishonor isn't for 4, it's for 5. And that's just brutal right now. So it's coming in for 4? Right?
Yeah.
Take 4.
All right.
Good.
That was like this, right?
Yep.
Here, can we?
Yep.
We're gonna need to.
We're gonna need it.
Descendant
Yep.
for 2.
How do you get a dishonor now?
I have another bonds.
Yeah, and you banish it from
Yep.
graveyard, right?
Yep.
You have one in graveyard?
Yep.
And you have 1 left in deck.
Yep.
Okay. I think you get it. So
Never punished.
yeah, if I had that pummel there,
If you had
man,
the pummel.
oh,
Which I absolutely should have played around.
So how do we? I mean, the worst part is we can block 4 really easily and still be completely okay, but we can't block 5. Yeah, that's fucking brutal. So we take 2 here.
Okay. Bonds for 3.
Take 3.
Dishonor for 4.
We block 5. Block 6. And then hope to God you have dog shit this hand.
Got you down to 7 now.
Yeah.
All right.
My turns just are just passing. good. You're good.
Okay.
Whoa!
Judge.
Ever tell you the story of me dropping my deck next to Matt Rogers? Onto his lap? Dude. Oh.
I think we would all like to.
What's up, Ethan? So
Hey,
day 2, was that Pro Tour calling day 2? No, that was day 1.
I don't remember when that happened.
I think it was Pro Tour calling day 1 round. I feel like it was day 2 of something. It was Indy. No, I don't remember. But round 1, I'm sitting next to Matt Rogers. We're literally at the end table, and I had just sleeved my deck, and I'm playing Clark. His name is. He plays Bravo. He's big on Twitter. Does a lot of data analysis, and he plays a card with Crush Effect, and I let it hit because it didn't matter that turn. So he goes to put it in graveyard, and I grab it and I put it on here, and as I pull my hand back, it just one card clips, and it just. And I nonchalantly immediately, start grabbing his legs, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so bad. End up leaving one card. I had to call a judge, obviously. They ended up leaving one card on the ground. They didn't see it. So, like, two rounds later, they come up, and they're like, hey, we need to count your deck. Did you present an illegal number? And I'm like, I presented 60. I usually present 61 with Arcanite Shard in the deck. And they're like, oh. So, like, I was lucky I did that. And he's like, yeah, we have it. Put it in your side. And then after that match, I was so flustered, I ended up leaving my Become the Arcanite mat on the table. Left. Next round, they bring it to me. I'm like, I'm just fucking done. I want to go home. I don't want to play this game anymore. All right, go ahead.
That's a roller coaster.
Yeah. It was a weekend. Yeah, I can't let that hit Ethan. It just turns so much stuff off.
This is a weird hand.
Oh, we love to hear it.
Artifor.
Okay.
+1 banish, draw 2.
Yeah.
Banishing a Be Like Water.
It'd be like that. That was indie, Ethan. Yep. Because I feel like you were a part of, you brought me my mat or something. I don't remember. I borrowed your mat or something.
Surging for 5.
Block 1.
Okay. No
Reactions. We'll sink below. Sinking this card.
Okay. Descendant for 6.
This is so fucking stupid. I'm so angry. No block. Yeah, no blocks. Reactions.
No reactions.
Take 2.
Down to 5.
Yep.
Yep. God. It's a weird turn.
The sink drew me the reduce when I was looking for an attack action, so that sucks.
Oof.
Donkey dick. Banish, go to 3. Pitch 1 to play an envelop, go to 4. Pass turn.
Okay. Interesting.
Go ahead. We lose, it's okay. No, that was the time. Yeah, I remember grabbing the mat from you and then asking you to go check the judges or something. No block here.
Okay.
No
Dodge.
block. Go to 3.
100 wins
For
2.
2. block 2 here.
Ancestral.
Going for 1.
Draw.
You pass. Bet you won't pass.
No, I'm still gonna Art of War out. So +1 banish, draw 2. And then crack break with scales.
You bitch. That would have been a fun hand.
Ooh. For who?
For me, if you just passed, what is it? It's, I mean, we only had 1 to go off, and yeah, I don't know if I play all the D-reacts into you. They feel kind of clunky sometimes, but
They can, but I feel like they're pretty strong.
yeah, I might be trying to play too aggressive too into it. But yeah, that's the stream for tonight. I think Rob and I were talking about me playing Vincet a little bit more.
Yeah.
Next week. So we're heading into a kind of
New meta.
not dead season, but slow season. Nothing much going on right now. Coming up.
Pretty
Yeah,
bad.
it was unlucky, Riku. So what I've been thinking about doing, and Rob and I need to talk a little more on it, but it might be a good idea to run one hero for a couple weeks into varying different heroes, just to see how they do into like Vincet into Dromai and Icelander and Katsu and Ninja, just to get a variance and see how they do, and then he switches and he does 2 weeks of a hero that he wants to try to figure out and run it into what we think the meta might be. So it's kind of where we're at, but I enjoyed the night tonight. Thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks Jeremy for stopping by and
Thanks for
joining
having
us.
me.
Yeah,
This was a great
I'm
time.
glad it worked out and we were able to make this one work. I know we tried after Battle Hardened, but poor timing. Stuff happens. We will see you all next week.
Yeah, good luck to anyone in any Pro Quest this weekend.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got one more left.
We're doing a
Draft.
draft one on Sunday.
So excited. So excited.
I hear you love this draft.
Oh my god, don't even start me on the 0-3 shit again.